Hey guys, I've recently completed the Property Investment Accelerator course and wanted to quickly share my thoughts on it. So I've been looking at the property markets for around 18 months, closely following real estate commentators and podcasts as part of my journey, getting up to speed on what to look for when buying an investment property. Now, although using those methods was a fantastic way of getting up to speed on what to avoid. It didn't really go into enough detail around how to build a scalable portfolio. In terms of why I signed up, so obviously lots of information available online, but just by using that, it's difficult to understand what property metrics you really need to focus on. When I saw that people were getting results similar to those who use the buyer's agent, I was interested in understanding the approach and decided that it was worthwhile to understand what the science behind it was rather than outsourcing the task to someone else. In terms of how the program helped me in particular and whether I'd recommend it, absolutely, I think this is essential, and it really changed two key elements in my approach to investing. So firstly, it changed my mindset around looking for properties that not only had good long-term growth potential, but also more importantly short-term growth potential, which obviously in a stagnant market is much harder to pick. Secondly, it gave me a system, not necessarily a silver bullet or some type of secret sauce, but a system nevertheless to give you the best chance of shortlisting suburbs that warranted a closer inspection, and then the intra-suburb and specific property factors to consider when assessing whether the property was worthy of buying, to give you those short and long-term gains. I would absolutely recommend the course, not only for what you learn, but because it also indirectly helps you unlearn some of the bad habits you pick up along the way. When you are immersing yourself in a whole bunch of investment property material that you can find, in the media, online forums, podcasts, etc.